Yo, yo. We back, we back. Hold up, y'all. I left my light in the car. Thought I was gonna be situated fully. Left my lighter in the car. I had three of them. I don't know how I ended up with one. But we back, man. We is back. We got Ralo and poured another stunt. Yo, Ralo is funny, man. Like, but it just shows, the stunts that these guys pull on the internet. It just shows how dumb they think the people is. Like, they literally be thinking people stupid, and they can just almost do anything, and people won't question it. People gonna believe it. But now at QG News, I don't know who the fuck they think this is or what this is, but I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, man. It ain't too many things that these people can do on this internet that's gonna trick me. Straight up. I done seen some of the best. A different route, what it is. Suit Dallas, Texas. What's up, Butter? Starseed, Edward. What's up, people? I done seen some of the best do it. Hold up, y'all. Gotta write this phone down. Yeah, but Ralo stooped to a new low today, though. Corey Carter, what it is. Yo stooped to a new low today. Like, if you thought it was bad by him taking that interview down or getting that interview took down or whatever happened with that interview, you know what I mean? This next stunt that he pulled was atrocious. And I'm gonna break it down to y'all. And then we gotta continue this big Meech conversation, y'all. Gotta continue this big Meech conversation because I said yesterday that I think Big Meech got Terry White locked up, right? So there's stories on this Terry White situation and what was supposed to have happened. Now I ain't get the paperwork yet. I'm still waiting for my paperwork lady to hit me back. But it don't make sense to me. Like, I take a serious issue with how it's broken down. It doesn't make sense. Hold on, y'all. Hey, what I tell you about doing that? What I tell you about doing that? Stop. Every time I go live, you wanna stop that, y'all. Stop it. Close this door. You wasn't saying nothing the whole time I was up here. When I go downstairs, you wanna make all that noise. Yeah, but before we get to that, now we gotta talk about my man getting snubbed, y'all. What's up? They done snubbed my man Suggs from the Hall of Fame. I know they ain't take first ballot away from Suggs, man. And Marshall Yonder. They took first ballot away from him. So we're gonna talk about that first. Then we're gonna get into the Big Meech and the Ralo. Gonna get in the Big Meech and Ralo. Yeah, T Sizzle. They say T Sizzle won first ballot. So if he wasn't first ballot, I need to see who was. Like, for real. If him and Marshall Yonder not first ballot Hall of Famers, I need to see who was. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah, we gotta say this. Check this out. Hey, yo. These niggas is ill. We gonna get to that, though. We gonna get to that. These niggas think we stupid. I don't know who the fuck they did. These niggas is ill, man. T.O. and... Oh, they did T.O. and Chad Johnson dirty too? Who the fuck made it then? Hold on, y'all. We gotta get to the bottom of this. So this is all I seen right here. Hold up. Hold up. What the fuck? So Lamar didn't win MVP either? We ain't even gonna talk about that. He don't need no more MVPs. We ain't tripping about Lamar not winning no MVP. He good on MVP. But Suggs not making first ballot. So this is what I see right here, y'all. Trending news. Neither Terrel Suggs nor Marshall Yonder got into the 2025 class of the NFL Hall of Fame. So I need to see who the fuck made it. Who was the honorees? Who were the 2025 Hall of Fame honorees? Attendance, I guess. What would it be? Honorees? I don't know. What the fuck? They just got everything I said. All right, let me stop that.
According to NFL.com, I don't think special teamers have received a fair shake over the years.
They talking about 5 predictions. They saying Suggs ain't make it. All right, so here go the finalists right here. You got Eric Allen. And Torrey Holt ain't make it yet either. Jared Allen. Antonio Gates. Luke Kuechly. Eli Manning. Steve Smith Sr. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. This is a tough Reggie Wayne, Darren Woodson, Fred Taylor, and Marshall Yonder. That's a tough class for real, y'all. I know this class was like this. So what they only picking 5? Up to 5 of those players will be read Hall of Famous Thursday night. So who was the 5, y'all? Yeah, that is some tough players, y'all. I ain't know that before I put it in the title. Hold on. I think they just announced it 8 minutes ago. 58 minutes ago. All right, let's check this out.
Work goes smoothly when you know the right steps. With Asana, you can coordinate tasks across
Eric Allen, Gates, Jared Allen, Sterling Sharp.
Can spend more time celebrating wins.
So Eli Manning ain't make it either? Man, stop. Stop, man. Stop it. Y'all think Jared Allen was better than Suggs? I don't think Jared Allen was better than Suggs, man. Like, if they gonna pick Jared Allen, Suggs, we might gotta look up their stats.
Jared Allen.
Let's go back. My bad. I stopped it. List for a while. I mean, so I get it. He been on the list for a long ass time. You gonna pick a defensive end? Like, how did Jared Allen get in over Terrel Suggs? Like, compare the stats. How he get in over Suggs? Jared Allen's stats versus Terrel Suggs.
I got the latest for Jared Allen stats versus Terrel Suggs. The first headline from MSN is How Jared Allen Finally Reached the Pro Football Hall of Fame, an insider's look.
I don't want to hear fantasy. I want to see that stats. All right, fuck it. I want to see him lined up. Vikings defensive end Jared Allen stats.
According to SI.com, Allen played 12 NFL seasons with the Vikings, Kansas City Chiefs, Chicago Bears, and Carolina Panthers, and ranks 12th all-time with 136 career sacks.
I ain't gonna lie, 31.
Allen has 641 career tackles, 58 passes defended, 31 forced fumbles, 19 fumble recoveries, and 6 interceptions, including a pick six.
I ain't gonna lie, 31 forced fumbles is serious. 136 career sacks. Baltimore Ravens, Terrel Suggs, stats, career.
I got the latest for Baltimore Ravens, Terrel Suggs.
Baltimore Ravens, Terrel Suggs, career stats.
According to StatMuse.com, Terrel Suggs played 17 seasons for the Ravens, Chiefs, and Cardinals. He had 624 solo tackles, 262 assists, 139.0 sacks, 15 fumble recoveries, and 7 interceptions. He was selected to play in 7 Pro Bowls.
All right. Jared Allen, career stats.
According to StatMuse.com,
Come on,
Jared
y'all.
Allen played 12 seasons for 4 teams, including the Vikings and Chiefs.
All right, so look at.
He had 503
Come
solo
on, y'all.
tackles, 145
Suggs,
assists,
that's better than his.
136.0 sacks, 19 fumble recoveries, and 6 interceptions.
Suggs, that's better than his.
He was selected to play in 5 Pro Bowls.
Look, 504 solo tackles. Suggs got 624. Suggs played 17. He's only played 12. So he 145 assisted, 262 assisted, 139 sacks, 136 out. That's serious. Only had 3 less sacks in what? In 5 less years. I ain't gonna lie. That's serious. That's deep. 15 fumble recoveries, 19 fumble recoveries. I don't know. It ain't really that. I don't know, y'all. If I'm being honest, he played 5 less seasons. And stacks is almost comparable. Shit. It's comparable. Suggs just killing them on tackles. Everything else damn near line up. So I guess he deserved it. Right, he ain't got no Super Bowls. What's up, Siobhan? He ain't got no Super Bowls. You right about that. So what Suggs got? 1 or 2? What Suggs got? 1? You think Suggs should have got in? I don't know, y'all. Like, look at the stats. 139 sacks. He got 136. He played 5 less seasons. That says a lot. 15 fumble recoveries, 7 interceptions. Jared Allen got 19 fumble recoveries, 6 interceptions. I don't know, man. My man Marshall Young didn't get in either. And where was the honorees at? I took this shit down with the honorees. I mean, it was a tough class though, y'all. It was a tough class. 2025 Hall of Fame honorees.
According to NFL.com, the now Hall of Fame DB finished his career with 54 interceptions and 9 defensive TDs in 217 games played.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, if y'all, this a hell of a list right here, though, y'all. This a hell of a list. Antonio Gates. Oh, that's who made it. Reggie Wayne ain't get in either. So how y'all? Reggie Wayne should have been in. I think Reggie Wayne should have made it over Sterling Sharp. Reggie Wayne got in trouble, didn't he? Didn't he get in trouble? Oh, no. That wasn't Reggie Wayne. That was Harrison. Why don't he pick 4 people? He said this is the smallest class since 2005. I think Antonio Gates was the only like real lock. Like, yeah, I don't think nobody can question him. Everybody else is questionable. Especially Sterling Sharp. This shit questionable.
Despite losing to the Lions in the last game of the regular season, the Packers had a shot at redemption 1 week later in the NFC wildcard game. Fighting through an injury, wide receiver Sterling Sharp delivered a historic performance, catching 3 touchdowns. After driving to the 40-yard line, Brett Favre rolls out to his left and throws the ball across the field to a wide-open Sharp streaking down the right sideline for the touchdown. The Packers beat the Lions 28-24.
How many years you played? I don't know, man. I kind of feel some type of way Suggs ain't getting. I mean, you don't say how many seasons he played. All right, yo. So that's all right. It is what it is, man. They robbed my man Suggs. Look like they robbed Reggie Wayne too. I mean, all right. So let's get on to the Wiscombe story, man. The Terry White story. So look, right. So everybody been talking about Big Meech and this Cuffy Gatlin thing, right? Yo, but I think Big Meech also got Terry White locked up. Now, it's a story on Terry White. I don't know how many people saying it. I watched it earlier, but I'm going to play it back again. But I ain't really buying the story. I'm not buying the reason why Tammy became an informant. Like, yo, wait till y'all hear this reason if you ain't already heard it. Matter of fact, hold up. Do y'all want to should we go to Ralo first? Let's go to Ralo first. I think we're going to spend more time on the BMF shit. Let's go to Ralo first. Then we're gonna go to BMF. So y'all know, I've been on Ralo Hills about the rat and shit because Ralo did rat. I think I might have the only video exposing the truth. So look, right, this guy right here. He was Ralo co-defendant. I don't know when this post was made. Okay. Look, so I knew they was friends. He said, who got the nuts to try us like we sweet? Try snatch this chain. I'm going to show you whatever. And yo, it's crazy how niggas are staying 10 toes down behind a rat with money. So this is what he said earlier, y'all. But I'm going to show y'all something that I picked up on. So y'all remember the interview. Let's go. Hold on. Before we get there, I'm going to just go back like how I did the video. So Ralo did an interview with Big Facts that got took down because I fucked it up. Because Jay and Big Bank was pressing him about some of the statements that was made in the paperwork. Hit that like button. Y'all only got 20 likes. About some of the statements that was made in the paperwork, right? And they did a good job. People want answers, like real answers. If they ain't saying my video, they still don't know. Because I don't think nobody else put it out there. I don't know what the fuck going on. What niggas scared of Ralo or something? Niggas call anybody else for being a stone cold blooded rat. Look what niggas doing to Meech. But it's saying like with Ralo, niggas is reserved. Niggas trying to hold back. Oh no, we ain't gonna look at that because he put out a false narrative. I got a clip on here somewhere of that interview. It shouldn't be that far down. But the interview got took down, y'all. Now, I don't know if Big Facts took the interview down or Ralo asked them to take the interview down. But I thought it was a great interview. I ain't see nothing wrong with it. People wanted answers. In the paperwork, it said you got people arrested. This is coming out your lawyer's mouth. I need you to explain it. So in that video, Ralo couldn't explain it. He kept talking about going to page 12. But nobody was talking about page 12. Everybody was talking about page 8. What does page 8 mean? But Ralo couldn't explain it. And ultimately, I think that's what led to the video being taken down. I got it on one of my fucking lives. Hold up. Who sent me that video? Somebody sent me that video. All right. No, this wasn't it. Send me that fucking video. Damn, y'all. Well, let's go back. Let's go to the video I did earlier, because it's on there. Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel. If you knew, y'all. Why we only got 31 likes? Y'all, the easiest thing in the world to do is hit the like button when you come in. Like, I would greatly appreciate it. Like, for real. All you gotta do is tap the screen twice.
The future of your business is
Thank you.
With Wix, you get advanced AI capabilities.
You know, that's how we get more people on here. All right, so I did this video earlier. But this the interview I'm talking about that Big Facts took down. So let's just ask Joshua, y'all. This was the attorney that beat the murder charge for Gucci, but you find out that Gucci didn't even commit the murder charge. But he's the attorney that Gucci had, so that's how he gained notoriety. He a big attorney in Atlanta. I wanted to talk about page 12.
You better try to make it juicy. You better try to get some kind of loophole or some out there shit. You can't you can't just
Like
let no folks get your life like that. Fight. I'm trying to tell you, baby, the Fed's a whole different ball game, baby. It's hard to beat them.
But what I'm saying, Ralo, you just sit there and said if you could do it all over, you wouldn't do that. So that means you feel like there's something wrong in that shit still.
I mean, now that way, cool. Don't even play with them like that. But if you can find a motherfucking way to get a loophole, you better crawl through that bitch.
Yo, but a loophole isn't this type of shit that these niggas is doing. A loophole isn't what Big Meech tried to do. Those are not loopholes. You niggas trying to cheat the system. Y'all not trying to go through loopholes. Y'all trying to motherfucking jump the fence. You understand what I'm saying? A loophole isn't trying to pay somebody to take the case. A loophole isn't talking somebody into paying somebody in to take the case so you can go free. That's not a loophole, Ralo. Like, niggas don't even know what the fuck a loophole is. A loophole is maybe you got over sentenced. You know, maybe the judge broke some type of rules, or maybe the prosecutor withheld evidence. Those are loopholes. That's how a lot of people come home. Maybe laws change. Those are loopholes. What these guys are doing, they're not considered loopholes. They is bucking the system. They just going all the way against the grain. But I'm gonna let them continue.
No, because once you sit down in there with them folks,
you did that wrong. Now
you wrong.
Exactly.
Just straight up. Once you go in there, sit down, give a fuck. Your lawyer talk, whoever. Street rules, you wrong.
You wrong. I don't know how the hell we get to that, but that's where we at with it. But the Mexicans, they getting their people out of jail.
He didn't hear that in that. Now, he got way further in depth. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the video. See, but I kept pausing it and shit. I wonder if somebody got the video. Fuck it. Nobody probably got the video. All right, so let me show y'all where we at today. So, I just showed y'all Ralo homeboy and what he had to say, right? I showed you this post. Let's go back to the post for people that ain't seen it. He say, who got the nuts to try us like we sweet? So these are gangster rats, y'all. He's a rat lover and he's a rat. But they still want to be gangsters. Like, yo, you might as well switch your whole style up, my nigga. You can't stand on nothing. And this, like, yo, this is crazy to me. Like, what is this? You sitting there standing 10 toes down with a rat. And this, and so basically you saying, fuck it, yeah, I know he told, but that's my man. Like, you's a fucking goofball. Sit around long enough, you're gonna tell on your dumb ass. Try to snatch the chain, then I'm going to show you the cut, whatever the fuck the cut is. So look what he did, y'all. Let me show y'all what he did. This is a play. So what he's trying to do is make it seem like he's against Ralo. You know what you did, Ralo. Check him out.
Bro, goddamn, bro. Like, come on, tell the truth, bro. Come on, Ralo. Like, you know you went in there and did the mother off. Just say you didn't go in there and tell them. You went in there, I think you got all the mother. Cause get what? At the end of the day, you right. Ain't nobody fucked up. But get what though? In there and did the off. Think you gonna got them throw that paper around, thinking they buy you out of every situation. When they buy you out no situation, especially not with the Fed, dog. These folks print. You see what I'm saying? And get what? At the end of the day, nigga, get what? Page 12, what? I got the paperwork. I got all the else for page 8, page 12, get what? And I'm gonna put all the other day so the world can see what's going on. Cause get what? You don't just want to admit what's going on. You see what I'm saying? So I'm putting it in your face.
So he's acting like he's mad at Ralo, but he's not. This is his friend. He's on Ralo's team. He probably was paid to do this. He probably gave him $300 to do this. So let's read the paperwork. Oh, no, man, I got a better copy of this. You can't even see that shit.
Like, come on.
All right, so let's read the paperwork. Can y'all see that? I know it's kind of light. Let me see something if I dim it down where y'all be able to see it. Or light it up. Is that too light? Can y'all see that? That shit hard to see, man. So I'm going to read this. And I'm going to show y'all what happened. So as required by U.S. Code, hereby, no, fuck that. The facts in this information given from my personal observation, my training and experience, and the information obtained from Davis having read and considered through this federal criminal investigation conducted by FBI lack credibility. Davis stated that his plug, aka drug supplier, was dead, which led him into trafficking marijuana on 2 separate occasions. October 16, 2017, October 26, 2017. A Federal Bureau of Investigation confidential human source, CSH, purchased heroin inside Pakistan from a known fam gong. During the sale of the heroin, CHS was told that the heroin came from Davis. Through my training, education, and experience, I have become familiar with the manner in which members of criminal enterprises communicate to use trickery schemes to downplay roles in crimes. Davis refused to answer questions on or about April 17th after being found in the cargo bay of an airplane with the product. Yo was in the cargo bay. Yo funny as shit. Marijuana on board. Davis refused to answer questions in above interview on June 6, 2018. After presenting false information to the government. The fuck this say? McLeod and TFO Johnson escorted Davis into the building and spoke with him. McLeod identified who he was and who TFO Johnson was. Davis stated that he had seen S.A. McLeod's name on things recently, but did not divulge the source of this. S.A. McLeod recorded the interview, and a copy of the recording was placed into ATF vault as evidence. S.A. McLeod asked if Davis was willing to talk to law enforcement and answer some questions. Davis stated he was ready to go back to jail. S.A. McLeod concluded the interview and turned Davis over to custody of the U.S. Marshals. So they trying to make it seem like he didn't tell, but I'm going to show y'all something. show y'all what they tried to do. To identify alleged narcotics trafficking presented from June 6, 2017 interview under the conditions of a proffer agreement, DEA Atlantic Strike Force Group 1 Task Force in Georgia National Guard Counter Drug Task Force established investigations on subjects regarding drug trafficking. Reference is made to from the information given by Davis to be deemed whatever this word is. Now, this word means trickery, and I think they're going to explain it. DEA search of FBI database for both subjects mentioned in above proffer remains unknown. Surveillance was established of information given to agents at both locations and both stash houses, drug houses were discovered abandoned. So at this proffer, what Ralo gave them was false information. You remember he told you he tried to trick the feds. He tried to run a play on them. But this is not what Ralo is accused of snitching for. That's the misleading thing. So I'm going to get to it. So ASAC authorization was requested for something register, enhanced caller identification device in regard to the following telephone number 404-9 whatever, utilized by Davis. To date, information had been received on subjects not mentioned, subjects mentioned, similar to fact above, show below. All right, so basically what this is showing, right? This is what they trying to get y'all to believe. And this is what happened. So when Ralo decided that he was going to run this play on the feds, it didn't work. He was going to make up a plug and say that this the guy that sold me drugs. The feds investigated it. They looked at the stash house. They realized the information Ralo gave wasn't credible. But this is not why Ralo is a rat. We know he did this. What Ralo isn't telling people is that he gave his phone up. And when he gave his phone up, they went through the phone and they found out that Ash Joshua, because it was a text message that say, I got to pay Ash Joshua $40,000. They found a text message in the phone and it implicated the lawyer. This was because Ralo willingly gave his phone to the feds. This was the deal. So when he came with this information and tried to lie to him, it didn't work. They wasn't trying to hear it. They wanted more. So what Ralo decided to do, instead of saying, all right, fuck it, this is all I got, he gave up his phone. And by giving up his phone, they went through the phone. They found out the lawyer may have been involved in drug activity because the lawyer, as Joshua, owns a marijuana farm in California. What they also found out was his business partner was supplying Ralo. His business partner got arrested. As Joshua got disbarred. Ralo is a rat. But what they tried to run a play. Now let me show you something I noticed. Let me show you something real quick. So let me show you something. All right, so look, this is real paperwork. Do y'all see this? Paperwork had numbers on the pages. Remember Ralo kept talking about, yeah, but look what it say on page 12. Look what it say on page 12. Let me show y'all something. This is page 12. You look at this. You see what he did? They bent the page so you couldn't see that this was page 12 that Ralo wanted everybody to see. So this guy, even though he's trying to act like he's upset, he's doing it for Ralo to try to clear his name. But they think we stupid. They think we stupid.
Damn, bro. Like, come on, tell the truth, bro. Come on, Ralo. Like, you know you went in there and did a motherfucking profit. Just say you didn't go in there and tell on no nigga, bro. You went in there, think you got all the motherfucking sense. Cause get what? At the end of the day, you right. Ain't nobody motherfucking locked up. But get what though? Nigga, you went in there and did a motherfucking profit. Think you gonna got them throw that paper around, thinking that shit gonna buy you out of every situation. When that shit ain't finna buy you out no motherfucking situation, especially not with the Fed, dog. These folks print that shit. You see what I'm saying? And get what? At the end of the day, nigga, get what? Pay 12, nigga, get what? I got the paperwork. I got all the else for pay 8. Pay 12, yo, and I'm gonna put all that shit out there today so the world can see what the fuck going on. Cause yo, you don't just want to admit what the fuck going on. You see what I'm saying? So a nigga started putting this shit in your face.
You see what they just tried to do? This is man. They friends. That's still his friend. He don't give a fuck. He hang with a rat. You know, a lot of people, when you got money, there's some people excuse your ratting. So this is what he put out. Reference is made from the information given by Davis to be deemed this word. I don't even know how to I don't even know how you pronounce that shit. But basically false information. But we already knew Ralo gave false information. This is not what Ralo is known to be a snitch for. It's him giving up the phone and what they found in the phone and the investigation that led to the arrest of Manu Jones. These niggas, wow, they think we stupid. So they give us a paper where they bend the top of it so you can't see the numbers. Like I say, every page, all my papers is numbered. Every fucking page. Look. Like look at this. It shows you. On this page, from this page, so when you get discovery packets, all your pages are numbered when you, and it directs you to what page you need to go to look for this. So he erased the top of that, not erased, but he here like phone records, 392, 394, 344, whatever the fuck them, whatever they say. So he bends the end of it so we can't see that that's page 12. So he thought we was going to see this paper and be like, oh, shit, this vindicate Ralo. But no, y'all niggas working in tandem. Ain't nobody fucking stupid. But this how they think. They think we stupid. They think they can just put anything out there and people is going to believe it because for the most part, people do. But not over here. You understand what I'm saying? I'm 100% sure Ralo got somebody arrested. 100% sure. Like it's not a doubt. It's not in question. 100% sure. And most of the people over here is 100% sure. Go back and look at that video I just dropped on Ralo. Go to the comments and you'll be 100% sure too. You understand? So they try to run a little dumbass game on everybody. Because most people don't know. You see how that page bent? Look at this page. Why this page ain't bent? Why they ain't bent this page? Look, you see the numbers? All pages are numbered. So they try to release page 12 to say, look, I told you I ain't tell. Nah, Ralo. Keep that, man. You gonna stand on that shit you told, nigga. If you didn't want to be known as a rat, you shouldn't have fucking did the shit. Shouldn't have did it. I don't know what made this boy think he could pimp the feds. You can't pimp the feds. You ain't pimping the state. Like, yo, these people aren't stupid. They're not stupid. Shouldn't have gave your phone up. If you wanted to run the play, once the play didn't work, all right, I'm done. All right, my play ain't work. I'm done. No, you took it a step further and you gave them people your phone, bro. And you had stuff in your phone and it got a nigga arrested. Keep that shit real. Niggas out here lying for rats. Yo, crazy as a bitch. Most people, look, you go to the comments. Look at your dumb ass. Nino Brown. Ralo is a wise man. Who the fuck he ain't? He's stupid as a bitch. You see me. I be on niggas' ass. Look, tell that guys, please stand up and let it be known. He ain't gonna stand up and let it be known, y'all, because the guy he told on is a civilian. More than likely, he's scared of Ralo. Ralo could have paid him. Like, it's a couple apps. It's a couple reasons why he's not coming out. He probably don't want nothing to do with it. But he know. Ralo got him booked. Go to the video. Listen to what the lawyer said about the extraction of the phone and the arrest of Manu Jones. Then we go to Pacer, and I show you Manu Jones, Ralo, locked up together. Look at this. Ralo arrested for selling marijuana.
According to localcriminews.com, Milo Eli Conlon of Chico.
I don't know who the fuck that is. Ralo. Let me show y'all who was on the original case. Ralo. Nah. When they first got booked. All right. Right here. They got all their names on here. Oh, shit. Yeah. And 8 other suspects. What is it? All right, look. Look at this. This past weekend, federal agents said they were tipped off that the fam goon was making another run. The flight was originally scheduled to land at Cobb County International Airport, but was changed mid-flight to Peachtree, DeKalb Airport. According to the federal documents, state and federal agents moved in once the plane landed around 5 a.m. Sunday. State and federal agents seized 444 pounds of marijuana worth $840,000 on the street and arrested 9 people. Agents said they arrested Davis, along with Williams, Chaos Rose, Brenton O.G. Mitchell, Antoine Shownuff Morrison, Quatavius Draco Scott, Bilal Muhammad, Michael Cut Hunnick, Kristen K. Harp, and Shaquita Potts. You don't see Manu Jones nowhere, no name on here. He wasn't a part of the indictment. He wasn't part of the indictment. But somehow, some way, I'm just gonna take y'all to the video real quick. Y'all can check out the whole video, but I'm gonna take y'all to the video real fast, just to show people, you know, for the new people that's here. Just for the new people that's here. So I posted the video in the comments. What the fuck?
And resolve this matter. If so, I don't understand.
The state versus Davis. So you know we dealing with the same people. Can y'all see that? Notice of hearing as to Terrel Davis and Manu Jones. Hearing set at 10/15/2018. He wasn't. What is Manu Jones doing? What is he? Why is he here? He wasn't on the indictment because Ralo gave up his fucking phone, and this is September of 2018. When did Ralo get booked? August, April. It's 5 months later. It's 5 months later. Now you got a new guy on the case, Manu Jones. Come on, Ralo, keep that shit a buck, champ. Got that man booked. Look, conditions of release to Manu Jones. The man is booked, man. This happened during 10/1/2018. He ended up because he wasn't a criminal. This not a guy with a criminal record. This is a civilian. Man had to get a lawyer. And if you go back to that live when I was talking to Ralo admitted it. But what he said is he only did 3 months. I don't give a fuck if he did 3 seconds, Ralo. You took the man away from his family and got him booked because you couldn't hold your fucking water. Tom, he only did 3 months. And somebody told me he did more than 3 months. Y'all see it? I never just put this on that man's name. But as long as he keep lying, we're going to keep having to go back and revisit this shit. Keep it real. Move past it. Woody a rat. He's standing on it. Butter a rat. Terrence a rat. Be a rat in peace. So now look. Look over here. Look, surprise. Look, these are all the names we just read, but guess who's added? Manu Jones. Where the fuck did he come from, Ralo? Why is he? How the fuck? These are all the names we just read. Now Manu Jones just magically appeared on the indictment because fucking Ralo got his ass booked.
Who Manu Jones was?
Gave up his fucking phone. All right, we ain't gonna spend too much time on that fuck boy that ain't trying to take accountability. But Terry White, y'all.
You didn't hear that in that clip, but you heard
Since we
the way
exposing rats today, fuck it. I don't like these niggas, especially rappers. Like I hate to see rappers go out like this because y'all the toughest of the tough. All that gangster shit y'all niggas be talking. Them niggas talk all that gangster shit, but don't want to do no time. Don't want to do no time. Big Meech, biggest drug dealer, black drug dealer we probably ever had. Sold the street dream to probably millions. Don't want to do no time. Man, fuck out of here. I did time. I did my, I ain't telling nobody. I ain't try to fucking, what they call it, I ain't try to work a move. I ain't look for no loopholes. The new definition of loopholes that y'all niggas got. Why the fuck couldn't you? And I was facing more time than Ralo. Probably just as much time as Big Meech. But it just wasn't federal. Man, tell me you niggas who getting all this money, y'all can't do y'all time. Fuck out of here, nigga. I'm gonna make sure y'all niggas hold that shit forever. But
Is to distribute.
so listen to this story, right? This is the Terry White story.
File free in the app by
And like I said, I'm still working on getting his whole paperwork because in this video, right, it explains how he got booked and how Tammy Cowins ended up getting him booked. Yo, but I ain't buying it. It don't make sense. And I'm gonna tell you why. Hit that like button, y'all. Let's get to 100 likes. So this, man, salute the Mob Ties. This Mob Ties channel.
Off the profit, not the re-ups. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Yes. Uptown like I'm.
So now she meets Special Agent Jack Harvey, and then she starts working for Special Agent Jack Harvey, but not for the Meech case. It was for a whole nother case first. It was for Terry White.
As I was putting this information together, I was completely surprised to notice the similarities between two of Atlanta's biggest drug kingpins and how much they actually had in common. For instance,
yo, but they got more in common than he know. And I'm explaining it to y'all.
The wild shootout portrayed in episode 5 of last season's Stars TV series, BMF, where BMF members would enter one of Atlanta's most infamous housing projects to confront the rival MKs or the Miami Killers, a portrayal that would closely mirror scenes that would unfold across multiple housing projects in Atlanta during 1988.
This afternoon in the Herndon Homes
So
house.
Terry White was before Big Meech, you know, just before Meech came. But I'm gonna let him keep rocking.
Housing project. The 20-year-old man hobbling toward us described how he got hit.
I heard shooting, I started running.
How many shots were there?
Two that I heard, the second one was the one that hit me.
Gamble says he knows not who shot him or who they were shooting at, but he believes it involved the drug trade. We spoke to Otis Gamble just feet away from where 6-year-old Danny Rock.
This is the 80s, y'all. Yo, the 80s changed the whole trajectory of the black community. Crack. And that's why it's like people don't be recognizing how big crack was. That shit changed the whole trajectory of the black community. Forever. Until we can somehow right the ship. Listen to him now.
Robinson was shot and wounded this weekend.
You know, it be so much shooting around here that you just scared to let your kids out to play.
Atlanta police pulled into Herndon Homes today. Not to answer a specific call, but to see and be seen. To send a message.
We're gonna deal. We're gonna take the streets. If you're doing things illegal,
hold on, what it is.
You better stop.
Okay, so now this part of the clip is wild, so I had to stop it because it's so emblematic of the times. But first off, bro remind me so much of an old school down south dude. And we talking way back in 1988. So this is old school. Like one of them old school down south niggas that pulled up on the scene. Like, these boys don't need to be arrested. They need their ass whooped. But when I say emblematic of the times, you see how he talks so heavy about arresting drug dealers, but so old school, he can't even recognize them. Just watch how he walks by the fly young niggas with the tracksuit and the one with the Kango on, while the young boys look like they just trying to hide some shit from their old uncle.
They were there for part one of a campaign against drug dealers announced this morning. A plan to stake out every drug house in the city.
This shit is crazy how they did this, yo. Like, they really flooded our communities with drugs and then fucking put a full-on assault on a community with law enforcement. That was dirty as shit by the United States. They should pay for that.
Units. Part two of the plan is to stop and question every school-age kid not in school on a school day. Part three is a series of meetings with leaders in housing projects.
We are turning up the heat.
Look, 4 layers assault
on this issue and becoming increasingly aggressive.
And look, what I always say, we be asking for this shit. You got black people championing this shit that ruined our communities. Because after the crack epidemic, that's when they started locking motherfuckers up by the masses. Like, yo, this shit ruined the black community for decades. Still, to this day.
Projects across the city, we spotted kids not in school today.
It was raining, and I got up late.
Many of the youthful-looking people we attempted to interview ran from us or shielded their faces. While dope is not the only reason kids...
That's how people used to be back in the day. Like, when I came up, when cameras came out, this is what you did. We living in total different times now. This is what you did when people brought cameras out. You walked away from them. You covered your face. You didn't want to be seen.
Kids drop out of school. In Techwood Homes, we were told it is a big reason. Are a lot of them involved in selling drugs on the street corner?
Yeah, yes, you can say that. Most of them, yeah.
That's why they ain't in school.
Why you say that shit?
That's why they ain't in school. Cause they around here trying to sell all this dope when they need to be stopped. Need to be in school trying to get an education.
The drug epidemic is putting more than the education of young people at risk. For some, their lives are at risk.
Yeah.
Vic Carter has more on that story.
And the same kind of chaos was going on about 1.5 to 2 miles down the street from the Herndon Homes at another Atlanta housing projects.
That's how it used to be, man. It was like that even in the 90s, in the early 2000s. That shit shifted like around 2003, 2004, 2005. That's when that shit changed. But early 2000s, 99, and that's how it was.
Named Bob Joyner would try to explain to a jury that there was a mess going on in Atlanta when a drug dealer by the name of Terry White was so powerful that he can put a truckload of 4 men armed with Soviet-designed AK-47 assault rifles on the streets.
That like button, y'all.
In September of 1988, a deadly shootout would erupt between 2 rival gangs, the Miami Boys and a crew known as the Terry White Boys, as they battled for control over drug territory, including 2 of Atlanta's lucrative housing projects, the John Hope Apartments and the University Apartments. This incident would occur just 5 months after the newscast about the gun battle in Herndon Homes would air. But unlike that shooting and the fictionalized depiction in BMF's Battle for Techwood scene.
Hey Polo, I be saying instead of people asking for reparations about slavery, we need to be asking for reparations about this. The crack epidemic, mass incarceration, something that we can really trace back to, you know. This shit still today has crippling consequences, crippling effects on the black community. And it's like, we're not even bringing it up. Like, this is a real problem.
Which showed a young boy being killed in a crossfire.
It took the 80s babies' fathers away. Our fathers was either in prison or on drugs.
John Hope shooting would tragically claim the life of a 60-year-old innocent bystander by the name of Emma Lois Johnson, who just so happened to be caught in the crossfire when Daryl DeMarcus McGee, an alleged member of the Terry White Boys and one of the shooters, would testify during his trial that he had worked for Terry White for about a year, selling cocaine as part of the gang's operation. He would testify to the jury about how the Miami Boys.
You think about the 80s babies, yo, ain't none of us had no fathers. Like, yo, I remember like 30 of us, it might have been 2 fathers out of the whole 30 boys. And it was like that everywhere. Niggas was even getting high or niggas was in prison. Now, of course, you had some niggas that just wasn't taking care of their kids. But for the most part, it was niggas getting high and niggas was in prison. That's where our fathers was. So we was forced to raise ourselves. And that's how you keep the cycle going. But also, that's the reason now why black fathers are stepping up. Because a lot of us grew up without fathers. You know, you got exactly. Grandparents raised us. A lot of us grew up without fathers. So now we trying to right that wrong.
Their way in. They came to the projects and said they would take it over, McGee recalled. After someone from the Terry White side would chime in, this turf is already taken. The confrontation would quickly escalate into gunfire. Everybody started firing. McGee would tell the jury, I fired 1 shot and noticed my gun was jammed, so I started running. I didn't want to be in a gunfight without a working gun. However, prosecutors would note discrepancies in McGee's testimony, arguing that he had adjusted his account to minimize his involvement in the shooting. Regardless of that, him, as well as the other shooter, a 29-year-old man by the name of Robert Nelson, who was linked to the Miami Boys, would get off when they were both found not guilty for the September 9th, 1988 murder that would occur on Roach Street. The shootout over John Hope would highlight a reoccurring
also
theme.
too, y'all, guns got bigger. You know, back in these times, in the early 80s, the 70s, niggas had 38s. You know what I mean? 32s, 22s. Yo, along with crack came bigger firearms.
Of anarchy and lawlessness that would grip Atlanta during this time. Drug-fueled gang wars would turn public housing projects into battlegrounds. And as the projects would be tore down in the city, one by one, you could still hear the name of some of the people that made noise in them.
Previously on I don't know Terry White personally. A lot of my friends, a good friend of mine by the name of Kenny from Atlanta, one of the first guys who introduced us
So this is Cuffy explaining Terry White, but I'm gonna let it continue.
Terry White became something of interest to us because when we got the profile of the let me start that back over. When you have an accuser as a CI, a confidential source, as in Tammy Cowins, they have to give you her whole profile, who she previously cooperated against. Feel me? And this is how the name Terry White came about. So after I made a few phone calls around Atlanta, I found out that he was a player out of Atlanta, money getting nigga. As it concerns her, he was, to my understanding, it's an old game that niggas run in real estate. Like I said, I flip houses my whole life, so I know all the tricks of the trade. But so what guys would do is get young ladies to purchase a home with the promise that he's going to put a tenant in it. He's going to put a tenant in the house to pay the note.
Okay.
In return for the young lady buying the house, which will be overpriced. Eventually, homes. What usually happens, those properties goes into foreclosure. So what happened with her was she did the deal with him, which is illegal. This is illegal to do. Where she was promised something like $20,000. So I guess she got her money, but she was looking for a relationship with this guy, Terry White. She came to Terry. This is what she testified in open court. She came to Terry White's home, and he had another young lady there. And Terry just told her, "Get the fuck on. It's my woman here." And she picked up the phone and called the FBI, and that's what happened.
Yo, that makes no sense. I can't believe that. It's got to be more. We know women is vindictive. You understand? But that is a far leap. Like, that is a serious leap to say she's seen him cheating and she went to the FBI and became an informant. I ain't buying that. I ain't buying it. And I'm going to get that paperwork so I can really go through it. It don't make sense. Meech got locked up in 05, called his time in 08. She become informant in 09. I think she was put on to him. She was put on to him. And by that little, like you heard him say, she thought they was going to have a relationship. She was going into him to break him down, to lock him up. And what it looks like is that was our opening. Oh, you going to do this? I'm going to the feds. Yo, that is unheard of, y'all. Go to the feds? She catch her boyfriend cheating, or the guy she was fucking cheating, and she went to the feds? Not became an informant? Nah, fuck no. Because it's too dangerous of a job. She could have got killed. I'm going to get this paperwork, y'all, because I'm telling you. She was put on to yo, man. She was put on to yo. Meech knew yo. He was another big, when you in the city, you know all the big dogs. For the most part, y'all, if y'all don't hang together, y'all in the same circles. And that was her advantage. That's how she was able to, successfully trick people into, these deals. Because through Meech, she knew all the big dogs. She knew all the big dogs. All the heavy hitters. I'm telling you, I'm going to find out. But it just doesn't make sense to me, y'all. For a woman that never been in trouble, no criminal history, to just, you want to be fucking other bitch? You want to be fucking other bitches? I'm going to the federal government on you. Yo, that don't make sense. That don't make sense, man. Straight up. It gotta be more. It gotta be more to that. I think she was sent to him, man. But he didn't know. You understand? Because people didn't know she was a rat until the Cuffy situation.
Well,
yeah, Polo, it don't make sense. Yo, women do some wild things, y'all. But becoming a federal informant where your life is in danger, just because he was fucking another girl, you gonna risk your life? Hell no. Man, fuck no, man. Nah, I can't go with that. I can't go with that. That don't make sense. Maybe that's what he think, you know, but that don't make sense to me.
Not exactly quite like that. On July 3rd, 2009, federal agents would arrest Terry White after a brief investigation. The government would accuse White of orchestrating a large-scale marijuana distribution operation dating back to 2005, alleging that he negotiated major drug deals and managed distribution networks and laundered millions of dollars through structured bank transactions.
Bro.
Armed with 9 search warrants, agents would seize evidence from White's penthouses, safety deposit boxes, and bank accounts, uncovering luxury items and financial records and large sums of money.
Yo, wait till I show y'all this video. Like, Terry White was Meech before Meech was in Atlanta. Like, Shorty was getting to that bag majorly. I think Meech put him on her, yo. I'm telling you. I think Meech put her on him, I mean.
White to multiple properties and vehicles, claiming they were purchased with the proceeds of illegal activity. However, White's defense will argue that the case will rely heavily on unreliable sources.
And then it's another thing. This is another thing too, yo. That's a conflict of interest. That is a serious conflict of interest. To testify, yo, like it doesn't make sense. That is a conflict of interest, yo, because you can't. That's why their case got thrown out. Because you can't mix business with pleasure. You can't mix business with judgment. You know, when you're in a relationship with somebody, that clouds your judgment. That is a conflict of interest, yo. I'm telling you, she was sent there, man.
A confidential informant, as well as the investigation containing gaps that undermines its foundation. Terry White and his defense team would allege that they believe that informant number 1 was a female by the name of Tammy.
Look, she already got Meech's life rights. I told y'all what the deal was. The deal was, you become an informant, I give you my life rights. That was the deal.
Undermines its foundation. Terry White and his defense team would allege that they believe that informant number 1 was a female by the name of Tammy Cowins, a woman who had a personal and professional relationship with White and secretly worked with federal investigators. In a motion to suppress evidence filed in 2009, they would argue that her ties to Demetrius Meech Flannery, the leader of the Black Mafia family.
None of this information was included in the affidavit. Her motive to lie, Mr. White had chosen Ms. Linton over her and used her in her use of improper methods while acting as an informant were not disclosed. Look, yo, it's obvious, man. It's obvious. Come on, yo. Like, I don't see how Cuffy didn't see this. Her motive to lie, Mr. White had chosen Ms. Linton over her, and her use of improper methods while acting as an informant were not disclosed to the magistrate. She was an informant the whole fucking time, man. Meech set you up, man. Meech set you up. Moreover, Ms. Cowans had and continues to have strong ties to former BMF leader. Look, so Meech was in his paperwork too. She was involved with Meech in some manner prior to her relationship with Mr. White. Mr. Harvey was actively involved in the investigation of Mr. Flannery, and it's inconceivable that if Ms. Cowans had not told him he did not already know of the relationship. This is an extremely important factor as it puts into context the recorded conversations referenced in the affidavit about Mr. Flannery. Come on, y'all.
Raised significant questions about her motivations and credibility. Cowans' cooperation, they contended, wasn't fully disclosed to the court and may have influenced the issuance of the search warrants, on top of the fact that Terry White and his defense team contended that the federal investigation leading to
the calls themselves also show personal nature of the relationship. Mr. Harvey and the fine, however, failed to include the bulk of the tapes. So they try to disclose, some of their conversations because she shouldn't be able to testify on y'all. The affidavit failed to disclose that CS1 was engaged in illegal conduct herself and that she might also be motivated in making the statement she made to the agents to curry favor with the agents. These failures resulted in admissions that bore directly on the finding of probable cause as a result pursuant to Franks versus Delaware.
To his arrest was solely influenced by the actions of Tammy Cowans. However, despite the challenges brought up by him and his defense team, Terry White was convicted in 2011 on charges to distribute marijuana and money laundering. He would be sentenced to 10 years in prison with an additional 8 years of supervised release, while the federal authorities would seize his properties, cars, and assets. And after serving 8 years behind bars, White would be released in 2017. And according to documents from his probation, he would begin rebuilding his life. He would marry a longtime partner and settle somewhere in Midtown Atlanta, finding steady work at a law firm. And by 2020, he had successfully completed nearly 3 years of supervised release without any violations, sounding like he made a successful conversion.
So he home. Meech put you together, man. He probably ain't get too much time because he only got 10 years out of him. They ain't really gonna get him nothing. That's why he's working on the big fish. Man, we gonna get Suarez next. I'm telling you, yo, Meech a dirty bastard, man. That boy dirty, man. Filthy. So look at this. So this also includes Terry White. Check this out. Terry White Housing Projects, Atlanta.
It's believed that Terry White grew up in an Atlanta housing project. But when FBI and GBI agents arrested him last night, he was living here, a sprawling $200,000 mansion in Jonesboro. The 27-year-old was in the process of renovating his home, which features an outdoor swimming pool, a full-length basketball court, and more.
Had a media room where there were 24 TV
there was so much
on one wall put to it.
Yo, they must have flooded the shit out these cities with crack. It was so much money in the fucking 80s. Oh my God, yo. God damn. If you wasn't getting money, you had to been using. Because these niggas were getting rich in the 80s.
A satellite dish. And you could hit a button and all 24 TVs would come on.
Agents seized the home and 3 cars which belonged to White, including this $110,000 Rolls Royce, which was paid for in cash. But there was more to be found inside. $47,000 cash and a machine to count the money. Thousands in gold jewelry and mink coats. A small catch of ammunition and weapons, including a loaded Uzi semi-automatic pistol. It was a lavish lifestyle that authorities say White financed by supplying millions of dollars in crack cocaine to dealers in Atlanta's housing projects.
He's probably a notch or two down from those cartels at the top of the pyramid.
The money that comes from the sale and distribution of narcotics is tremendous. I think we just hit the tip of the iceberg here.
Although yesterday's arrest is significant, the GBI acknowledges that it will likely have only a minimal effect on the availability of crack cocaine in the housing projects, and most people we talked to here agreed.
They set niggas up good. They set niggas up good with that one. Hold up, y'all. I gotta get my charger. I'll let the rest of this run out. What the fuck is right here?
She came to Terry. This is where she testified in open court. She came to Terry White's home, and he had another young lady there. And Terry just told her, "Get the fuck on. It's my woman here." And she picked up the phone and called the FBI, and that's what happened.
Well, not exactly quite like that.
Live from New York!
It's the best sketch that's ever been made.
I gotta have more cowbell.
Writing's hard.
My first audition, I threw up. Yeah, I got fired. We gonna talk about it.
federal agents would arrest Terry White after a brief investigation. The government would accuse White of orchestrating a large-scale marijuana distribution operation dating back to 2005, alleging that he negotiated major drug deals and managed distribution networks and laundered millions of dollars through structured bank transactions. Armed with 9 search warrants, agents would seize evidence from White's penthouses, safety deposit boxes, and bank accounts, uncovering luxury items and financial records and large sums of money. The indictment will also tie White to multiple properties and vehicles, claiming they were purchased with the proceeds of illegal activity. However, White's defense will argue that the case will rely heavily on unreliable sources, particularly a confidential informant, as well as the investigation containing gaps that undermines its foundation. Terry White and his defense team.
Man, I seen that dumbass shit. My man, see my man had Ralo podcast. I was on his live earlier talking about that shit. Like, yo, that theory sound dumb as a motherfucker. He must got paid. My man told me he one of them, he a fan. You know what I mean? I ain't a fan of none of these niggas. I will call any of them out. You feel me? I call family members out. Like, yo, it ain't no pics. That video he did was egregious, man. Like, what you mean, how he ain't know? Three DA agents. 3 testified that Tammy told them that she was working on behalf of Big Meech. But he ain't know. She ain't changed her statement, y'all, until it got hot on her. Now Meech ain't got nothing to do with it. Man, she knew what the fuck was going on. Man, he a fan. He probably got paid. Y'all know niggas be taking payment to lie. That's what 1090 Jake did for Ralo. Yeah, see, that's what my man was saying, John. My man was saying the same thing. See, I ain't familiar with him. So I don't know, but yeah, my man, I don't be watching. I don't be watching these niggas, y'all. Like I don't think I can learn anything from them. Now when it come out on the takes, now video editing and shit like that, yeah, I probably can. Yo, but when it come out on just giving their takes, I don't think I can learn anything from them niggas for real. But I think Big Meech set White up, and he sent Tammy her way because that is a huge leap. Yo, from how long this relationship even lasts? This relationship probably ain't even last 2 years. It couldn't have. Meech got locked up in 08. I mean, Meech got caught time in 08. So he ain't start working his move until we caught his time. He caught his time in 08. She became an informant in 09. He got booked in 09. So you talking about a relationship that lasts months? And she was so enraged that she caught him with another girl that she went to the feds. Man, fuck out of here. That shit sounds foolish. And Meech is in her entire paperwork too. Man, Meech set that whole play up, man. He been doing, he pulled a Terrence move. The same shit Terrence do. It must be niggas in the feds telling you, like, yo, this how you come home, yo. Like, I'm telling you, yo, tell on your friends. You know, you can tell on the dead. Yo, matter of fact, yo, you can third party cooperate. Like, y'all, in the feds, you're going to run across some of the wildest people. You know, it's not like the state. You know, you deal with people from different areas and all walks of life, cartel members, and they're going to give you information. You can take it or leave it. And these niggas took it. You understand? And that's what he did. Yo, a Trap Star, the deal, this what I'm saying, Trap Star. The deal was for the life rights. Man, look, Tammy, I need you to work this move. What you talking about? Man, look, man, I talked to a guy, man, he told me something about third party cooperating. I mean, like, you know all the movers and shakers in the city. I need you to set some of these niggas up for me. Which set them up. Man, look, I ain't trying to do that. Man, look. You know I ain't got no money. You know, they froze all my assets. But look, I give you my life rights. I give you my life rights, and you work this move for me. I gotta think about that, Meech. You understand? Come back, man. Look, what you gonna do? Man, we can make like $1 million off this shit. I mean, set up a couple guys, get me a time cut, get me home. We're gonna be happy ever after. We're gonna live life together. And that's what she did, yo, and he lied to her. Just like he lied to 50. The nigga don't stand on nothing. Who said they need paperwork? It's already out. It's already out, man. He ran the play, yo. The deal was for the life rights. Whatever reason would she do it? Do people actually think that she became a federal agent just because she liked Meech that much? Man, fuck no. The deal was, look, I give you my life rights. You get me out of prison. And that's what she did, y'all. And she went to great lengths to do it. Even if she had to fuck somebody. If I gotta fuck this guy and make him think I like him, just to set him up, then that's what she did. And she did the shit to Terry White first. She did it to Terry White first. It's basically in the paperwork. I mean, we just read it. It's basically in the paperwork. Well, let's go back. Look at this. Look what this say right here. Her motive to lie, Mr. White had chosen Miss Linton over her, and her use of improper methods while acting as an informant was not disclosed to the magistrate. She came there as an informant the whole time, man. That just was the excuse. You know, she needed an excuse. So she don't look like an informant. So she just looked like a scorned woman. But she was an informant the whole time. She was an informant the whole time, man. Got Terry White booked. Now it's time to work on Suarez. Now it's Suarez time. And Cuffy got caught in the mix. Big Meech was a dirty motherfucker, man. Like I told y'all, yo, anybody that's their sole purpose in life is money, 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 money. Yo, you really can't trust them people. You can't trust them people, yo, when that's all they live for. Cause they'll slime you out for it. They'll cross you for it. A nigga can pay them to kill you. They'll take, I don't give a fuck how well I know him. Terrence talked about it. That's how you can tell he was a rat. I seen an interview where he said, well, I ain't really had friends. You know, because for the right amount of money, I'd kill him. He said that. That type of thinking is snitch behavior. That's why I be always saying, oh, you can tell who's who. All you gotta do is watch them. Pay attention to them. What do they care about most? Do they lie a lot? Are they trustworthy? All of these are characteristics of a rat. That's why the community never respected rats. It's not about the streets. It's the character of those people that make people say, yo, we can't fuck with them. These niggas dangerous. You understand? These niggas that take your money and help you look for it. Stay the fuck away from them niggas. Niggas ain't right. See, yo, but the fucked up thing is, it hasn't been anybody on a large platform to explain it in layman's terms to people that's not involved in the streets. So they understand why is it that people don't like seeing Woody? Because Woody ain't got no honor. Woody is shooting the crowd with your mother in that bitch and don't give a fuck who get hit. That's why we don't fuck with them niggas. That's why rats is always disrespected. It ain't because of the streets. It's because of the things that they do on and off the streets. It's what make them. It's what make them, man. It's their character flaw. That's why Terrence don't need to be getting interviewed and people shouldn't be paying him. That boy character flaw. That man said on an interview that if his child was to get kidnapped, I would hang up the phone. How many people say in that interview? Nigga was like, what? He like, well, you know, I always looked at it like I can have another child. I mean, but I don't think like that no more. Yeah, you do. Because that type shit don't change. That's why I be saying, yo, Woody ain't changed. Niggas think Woody changed. He's still a slime ball. Terrence said that. I got it in one of my videos. Let me see if I find it. He said that. I think I talked about all the rats in that video. I think I talked about butter. I think I talked about all of them. All the rats is getting that's making money on the internet. I ain't gonna be able to find it. It's single-handedly destroying if you takes the stand. Princess News. I don't even know the name of the fucking video. Y'all got so many damn videos. I don't know the name of the video, y'all. It's one of his early interviews. Dude was like, what? He was like, yeah. I mean, I don't think like that no more. I said, damn. That man said, if his son got kidnapped, he'll hang up the phone. Like, yo, these are the type of people that we dealing with. Them guys don't deserve a voice. They shouldn't have no voice in the community. Like zero, none. But right now, niggas getting information. You saying, yeah, all right, all right, so you know what I'm talking about. You ain't we parading these niggas on every platform, paying them. Like, man, that shit should be a violation. I don't even watch them niggas at all. Like, unless they say something so wild that I gotta respond to it. But for the most part, I don't watch them niggas. Terrence Gangster Williams' first interview. No, this is on a small channel. They got this big homie CC character. He's a fucking character too. Created player. Created player. I'm trying to find an interview. Old interview. But I know I ain't gonna be able to find it because I don't even know what channel it was on. It's on one of my videos and I talked about him. That man said, I was like, oh shit, the interviewer couldn't believe it. I was like, what? He's like, what about that child? I mean, I don't think like that no more. Nigga, yeah, you do, nigga. That shit like a sickness, y'all. When people go sour like that, to the extent of Woody, or the extent of Terrence or Butter, that shit is sickness. That shit, they can't change that. If Woody go broke the day tomorrow, he gonna be right back out being slimy again. Yo, Meech is definitely a rat, yo. Like, if you're a fan, just say you're a fan. Shit, who the fuck don't know? Who's y'all? The fuck you made? Yeah, the fuck I do. I see what's going on this internet. I see what's going on. But people, y'all supporting it. I can say y'all because I don't watch them niggas. Like, I see what's going on. It's a lot of fuck shit. They pushing snitching into the community through Whack 100. Whack 100, one of the biggest perpetrators of the shit. But then he be the same one trying to expose him. So that's how he confuses people to make you think he ain't one of the ones pushing. He love the rats. He does business with them all the time. Troy Ave, 6ix9ine. Damn, y'all. I wish I could find that. Here you go, right here. I think. That's it. No, this ain't it.
Riding around, just looking for something to get into. So what you doing? You know, we talk. She said, if somebody ever kidnap me,
Oh, here you
don't
go.
come.
Here you go. Listen to him. Listen to y'all, man. Listen to what he said. Disgusting work. And people support this nigga. I had a sick mind. I know you still got a sick mind, nigga.
I said, man, what you talking about? Mindset.
Listen to
This
him.
would trigger that. I had a sick mindset. This would trigger that. One day my mother called me.
Oh,
You gotta take that. I had a sick mindset. This would trigger that. You gotta take that. I had a sick mindset. This would trigger that. One day my mother called me. I was riding around just looking for something to get into. So what you doing? You know, we talk. She said,
I'll put it up again.
if somebody ever kidnap me, don't come. I said, Mom, what you talking about? She said, because they're going to kill us. They're going to kill both of us. I already lived my life. So when my mother told me that, I was like, yeah, you know what, Mama, right. So then it was a thing where I was like, if somebody kidnapped one of my children, called me, tell me, oh, I got your daughter, your son, better come on, we're going to kill him. I was going to be like, I don't believe you. Hang up. Because I always say you always make another child. So I learned.
Oh, I would tell you I would make another. What about that one right there, though?
It's over with. Gone. I just hope I would put some insurance on. No, that's how I thought. That's how I thought back then. Yeah, because the person, they was check your weakness and they exploit that.
Yeah.
So when you in them streets want to hustle, get that money, people check it for your weakness. I had a
Yo, I'd have ended the interview. Yo, if I'd have sat down with yo, he gave me that answer, interview over. Get the fuck, I might not even pay y'all. Like, what type of sick ass shit is that to say, my nigga? You'll let your child die on behalf of some shit you did. How about, man? No, fuck that, man. Look, let my child go, and we can, you know what I mean, we'll figure some shit out. But I'll give my life for my child. That nigga said, shit, kill him. I can make another child. What the fuck is wrong with these niggas? And niggas support y'all. 2.8 million views. It's a fucking slime ball, man. That's the mind of a rat. That's why these guys are dangerous. That's why they don't deserve support. Why do it always do this? That's why they don't deserve support. Don't say where the paperwork at. Yo, why is it doing that? Why I can't go to the history? I can go to everything else instead of history. I can go to playlist. I can go subscription. I go to history. Oh, here we go. You say you want to see the paperwork. Yo, we done seen the paperwork a million times, yo. It's there, yo. Like, your eyes are not deceiving you. The man told, man. He told. Man did that. And I think he told twice. Shit, he could have told more than that, if you want to be honest. But I think at least 2 times we can say definitively that man told. Through Tammy.
Okay. Now, in this paperwork, it doesn't actually say her name.
Look. CS1 told them, can you see this? CS1 told them that CS1 had facilitated the introduction of Gatlin and Suarez at Flannery's request. It's all there, man. The man did it. He did it. And when it got hot, she tried to change her statement. It said at the evidentiary hearing, saying that CS1 denied Flannery had any involvement in drug trafficking activities between Suarez and Gatlin, and denied that CS1 ever informed DEA agents that Flannery was so involved. So that's what she denied, that she at the shit got hot on her. But there were problems. CS1 also denied that she ever informed DEA agents that Flannery directed CS1 to connect Gatlin and Suarez. However, this aspect of CS1's testimony is not credible for at least 3 reasons. First, CS1 testimony conflicts with the testimony of TFO Lang, the DEA St. Louis agent who interviewed CS1 about the events of August 5th. TFO Lang credibly testified that during his debrief of CS1 on August 6th, CS1 told him that CS1 had facilitated the introduction of Gatlin and Suarez at Flannery's request. This is a DEA agent. Second, CS1 testimony also conflicts with the contemporaneous 2011 interview notes of DEA Atlanta investigator TFO Smith, which were introduced into evidence. Those notes are consistent with assertions in the affidavit regarding Flannery's involvement in a suspected drug trafficking conspiracy. Finally, evidence presented at the hearing demonstrated that CS1 faced actual and perceived threats when court filings in the case revealed CS1's identity. If she did that, man. She did it. He did it. Man's a rat. Man's a rat. Them agents ain't gonna lie on her, man. She testified to it. She testified to it. Then she tried to retract it. And then look, separate motions to suppress wiretap evidence. In March 2015, CS1 reviewed the electronic docket in this case and saw information contained in defendant Gatlin's suppression motion and responsive submissions by the United States that CS1 believed would potentially allow people familiar with the circumstance to determine CS1 identity. Upon reviewing the court files in this case, CS1 contacted her controlling DEA agent at the time, James Davidson. Agent Davidson testified at the evidentiary hearing that CS1 expressed concerns that the motion filed in this case and the government's response to those motions contained specific detailed information that CS1 feared would reveal his or her identity or make it much easier for someone to figure out CS1's identity. CS1 panicked and took several measures to try to protect herself. Those measures included contacting the undesigned magistrate judge whose chambers referred CS1 to the United States Attorney's Office, and driving several hours to Louisiana soon after learning about the court filings to attempt to see Flannery to try to explain her position and try to deflect any accusations coming CS1's way. Why would she go down to the jail? Why would she try to reach Meech if it ain't have nothing to do with it? That's something she doing. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that he said this. Of course he's going to say that. What the fuck he say? Look, when CS1 finally speak with Flannery, he advised CS1 he didn't want his name caught up in this mess. I'm sure he did say that. But that don't mean he wasn't involved. You feel me? That don't mean he wasn't involved. Of course he said that. It's going to ruin his reputation. It's going to ruin his image. That don't mean he ain't do it. Oh yeah, that her documentary going to be a bombshell. Because we're going to find out. Watch what I tell you. If they really doing that documentary, watch she say she set Terry up for Meech. Watch. Remember y'all heard it here first. I don't know. See, and that's the thing. That's the thing. No love. The problem was when it first came out, Meech ain't credible. So I didn't look into it because not Meech. I didn't look into it because he a rat. Drew Da Vinci a rat. But before we praised Meech when he first came home, I said, man, let me look into this and see, see what's what. And come to find out, boy wasn't right. Boy wasn't right. Oh my God. Hey, y'all want to trip off something? This girl Tissa Tells, yo. Yo, she is the funniest YouTuber in the fucking world. But she be so serious and be lying like a motherfucker. Like, Diddy exposed. Day 26 claims human sacrifice and shit. Like, yo, look, like, where did she come up with this shit? Like, yo, this girl is crazy. Yo, where the fuck did she come up with this shit at, man? What's that video I was watching a couple days ago? Look how many videos she do a day. She working for an agency, y'all. No way you can do this many videos in one day. Look, Buzby vindicated. We had listen to how she break this paperwork down. And I'm going to tell you the truth. She's lying. I'm going to tell you what really happened. Listen to her whole little spell. She good at what she do. If she was a truth teller, she'd be great. But since she just be lying, you say Edward. Oh, all right. Yeah, but you eventually right.
But now, Clorox Toilet Wand has changed the game. It's an all-in-one cleaner system with
man, Diddy don't deserve life in prison, man. Diddy don't deserve life in prison. These allegations are made up. No love. They made up. This is not true. Diddy is guilty of beating up Cassie. He is definitely guilty of that. We seen that on video. But all this other shit, all this shit is made up. But listen to her, y'all. They said the one before that. I don't know. He could have been. I don't know. I don't know what year he was fucking with her. But listen to this, though, y'all. The name of this is Buzby Vindicated. We have 4 legal documents. Jay-Z was forced to drop the case. But Jay-Z didn't drop the case. He didn't drop the case. What he did was the motion that he put in didn't have merit. So he refiled it. He rescinded the motion and refiled a more detailed motion as to why the case needed to be dropped. That's what he did. But listen to her, though, y'all. And she is terrible with this shit.
And guess what? Jay-Z's the one that dismissed it. Now, a lot of people are like, what's the big deal? He actually also filed a new motion to dismiss. Yeah, but let me tell you how this is all legal blustering. And they are trying to save face because they don't want anyone to know that Jay-Z might have picked the wrong one. We also got to talk about what it actually means.
Like, she better be
we
dying laughing,
have to talk about what this actually means, guys. And it means a lot. Okay, let's get into this because, again, I have not seen someone so humiliated in a long time. And the way he just casually tried to walk it all back. We have the full legal documents. We are getting into them right now because people are saying Jay-Z is hiding something. And the reason he actually said forget about Buzby and trying to get him disbarred and all this other stuff, I have bigger fish to fry. Okay. Also, this motion to dismiss, Jay-Z's lawyer, Alex Sparrow, who's an amazing lawyer, filed.
It's not a motion to dismiss. Like, yo, listen to how she break it down. I swear to God, y'all, not God, but y'all. I was riding the other day listening to her. I was dying laughing because she's so serious and she fucking lying through the skin of her teeth. But she good at it though. Gotta give her credit.
168-page exhibit of evidence as to why this case should be dismissed. However, even though he filed 168 pages, legal experts are saying this really doesn't mean anything for a number of reasons. One, you filed exhibits proving what you already said, and Buzby already destroyed those claims. Again, is this shrewd legal maneuvering that you don't want everyone to realize how much egg Jay-Z has in his face, or are they bracing for something bigger and better, or is it actually both? Okay, are y'all ready for this? Let's get into this because you cannot make this up. Let's recap really quick before we jump into Alex Sparrow's letter. Let's jump into Alex Sparrow's letter because, again, a lot of people really didn't understand just how weird this actually was, okay? Let's get into this. Where's Spiro's letter? I have everything for your viewing, whatever. Hold on. Alex Spiro's letter we have right here. Okay. Let's put up Alex's letter right now. Okay, so this is actually Alex's letter, okay? If you guys haven't read it in full, it's okay because I'm about to read it for you right now. Again, how Jay-Z is not embarrassed, I don't know. But he's saying he isn't. Okay, let's get into this. They said, Dear Judge Annalisa Torres, we write on behalf of defendant Sean Carter to respectfully request that Jay-Z's motion for sanctions pursuant to the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 11 be withdrawn at this time without prejudice. Now, without prejudice means that he can bring it back anytime he wants. But again, nobody on this earth would actually put with prejudice for this type of humiliation unless they had to. He says, we have discussed this matter with Tony Buzby, who consents to this submission and agrees to withdraw without prejudice. Now, when I heard this, I literally ran to Tony Buzby's Instagram feed because I wanted to see what Buzby actually had to say, okay? He literally put up 2 new posts, him riding on a horse like a cowboy. Listen. He said, basically, he put a picture of him up on a horse talking about as today went a tad better. This is what Tony Buzby is putting up there, all right? So basically, he's like, baby, y'all might have gotten the drop on me for this time, but I picked myself up and dust that off of my shoulder. He also says, I think it's about time to head out of Antoc Ranch again. Since 2006, Antoc Ranch has been my favorite place on earth. Thousands of acres in the Northwest Piney Woods, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, he's letting us know that he is about to get to work. Because if you guys don't know, even though Alex Spiro said he wanted it dismissed, the new motion to dismiss, he wants an oral argument. So Tony Buzby is actually going to have to make an appearance in court. We are going to love seeing that. But let's actually talk about this letter because people are acting like it's no big deal. This is 100% a huge deal, right? Do y'all remember this a while back? Let me just put this on the screen. Do y'all remember Jay-Z's statement a while back, all right? Now, this statement literally actually, it sent me because to remember what the statement said is to remember the way Jay-Z was talking so big and bad. Let me just read y'all through the statement. What it actually says, and then we're going to get into the actual motion because again, it just keeps getting worse and worse and worse. Okay. Jay-Z had said, my lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Buzby. What he did not calculate was the nature of these allegations and the public scrutiny would make me want to settle. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one. Hey,
no, that's a good observation, yo.
Exposing him for the fraud he was sanctions. If you guys don't know, sanctions is like basically you are threatening to actually get somebody's legal license pulled. Okay, so for him to say I'm going to, the sanctions was him exposing Buzby for the fraud he was, and he quietly removed that. Okay,
yo, that's not even what happened, yo. Well, Jay-Z filed. He didn't cite case law. He basically was just saying, look, this shit is frivolous. I wasn't here. You heard the inconsistencies in this woman's statements. It doesn't make sense. But it didn't cite any case law as to why the lawsuit need to be rescinded. So, I mean, need to be thrown out. So he rescinded and filed another one. That's all he did. But she making it seem like he somehow backed down and now he gave up. No, it ain't nothing changed. Like, oh, this girl is diabolical with this shit, though, y'all.
He
Ralo.
he literally was saying he was going to take Tony Buzby out the game. The only way you can take a
Still
lawyer out
trying
the
to.
game is not by winning a case, because every lawyer wins and loses cases, no matter how great they are. The way you take a lawyer out the game is by sanctioning them. The Rule 11B, and once you get that sanction, you go to the bar and you try to have them disbarred, okay? So he was talking big and bad like he was going to take Buzby out the game, but guess
You right
what?
though. I ain't never, you
What
right.
just
Yeah, you
happened?
right about
When
that.
it came time to back it up in court, Jay-Z folded like
She's
a
the Black
cheap
Nancy Grace.
lawn chair. And not only that, the legal docs that I'm about to read you guys that just dropped. Again, I will stand 10 toes down. This is humiliating for Jay-Z.
Damn.
This is a big L for Jay-Z. So again, we're going to discuss, why did he back down? What is he scared of that would have come out in those Rule 11B? Or more importantly, what is actually coming out? And
Nothing.
this is just the beginning of something even worse for Jay-Z, okay? This case took a wild turn.
Now look, a couple days ago, she promised her people that in 48 hours, a bombshell was going to drop on Jay-Z. We had 72 hours now. Ain't a bombshell ain't dropped yet. Like, yo, this girl funny as shit. And the people that watch her, they don't even question her about this shit.
He said, these allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Now, let me just say, there is something dropping on Jay-Z very, very soon.
Look.
I am waiting for it to hit the mainstream news so I can actually talk about it. This is what the streets are saying. I've done some research. I will say this, right? Jay-Z is going to regret this line. These allegations are so heinous in nature.
So,
I implore you
Tony
to file
Buzby.
a criminal.
So I think if she got some type of connection to Tony Buzby. So what's happening is he probably ready to try to get some people to lie on Jay-Z and shit. But she trying to play it up to be something serious. But more likely it's lies, even if something do happen.
Complaint, not a civil one. Yeah, he's going to regret saying that. He says, I have no idea how you've come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Buzby, but I promise you, I've seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor or dignity. This is what he was barking. Why he said, you know what? Can you take that out? It's cool. Let's just focus on the facts, right? He said, my only heartbreak is for my family. My wife and I will have to sit our children down. One of who is at age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims. If you're worried about Buzby's case, baby, what's coming? Yeah, you're going to have a lot to explain to you, too. He also said, my heart and support goes to the true victims of the world. Oh no, Jay-Z, a true victim actually might be coming forward, who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. Again, when a true victim comes out, one that it's filed a police report, one that has certifiable proof, one that a lot of stuff was going on. Let's see the way Jay-Z's tune changes to what a true victim is. You have made a terrible error in judgment thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project in Brooklyn. We don't play these type of games. We have very strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your imagine somebody that is literally at this time beating a drum because he wants to put casinos in a working class neighborhood. Okay,
it's like a good business move to me.
Exploit people for personal gain. Okay, only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics psychics, whatever, will believe the idiotic claims you have levied against me. If not for your seriousness surrounding harm to kids, this would be laughable. All right, this would be laughable. Now and again, they also went on to go on a media blitzkrieg about how Buzby was done. They even said that they wanted Rule 11 sanctions because Buzby jumped into the case. They said he didn't meet the client. They said he wasn't licensed in New York. They said he wasn't fit to stand trial. Everything he said, those personal accusations they threw against Buzby, they all withdrew in this complaint. So that means that they was running into to let us know what's going on.
Yeah, but they didn't withdraw though. Like they didn't withdraw, y'all. This is funny. Let me get this thing.
All for naught. It was all for naught.
And he's gonna cut that out.
It's weird that everybody is trying to look at this as a weird win. This is not a win for Jay-Z. This is humiliating, and it's letting us know that Buzby's case has way more than we ever thought it would. Okay.
Damn.
Now let's get into Jay-Z's new motion to dismiss. Let's get into Jay-Z's new motion to dismiss. Now, this is something really, really crazy. The new motion to dismiss. This is, to me, super, super crazy because the fact that people don't realize that they are just throwing mess against the wall, trying to see what sticks. Nobody pushes for there to be Rule 11 sanctions and then say, you know what, never mind. Especially when you're in a media blitzkrieg talking about it's over for you, curtains, the last man standing. Come on now, Jay. Like, you have to be a little bit more serious, right? Anyway, they go on to say that
you should see the people in the comments championing this dumbass.
Please take notice that upon accompanying memoranda of law in support of the motion to dismiss, and all prior pleadings and whatever, Jay-Z will move this court before the Honorable Judge Annalisa Torres by the undersigned counsel at the Daniel Patrick Monahan U.S. Courthouse. That's in Lower Manhattan, if you guys don't know. At a date and time to be determined by this court for an order dismissing plaintiff's amended complaint pursuant to Rule 12b-6. Now, I know what y'all saying. Oh my God, they filed another motion. But at this point, we have to call a spade a spade. Everything that Tony Buzby has submitted up to this point has stood the test of time, and in the court has stood the test of time, and in the court of law, he has been vindicated.
Yo, she worked for him, y'all. She worked for y'all.
Even the judge has vindicated him. Jay-Z is on his umpteenth filing. Some of it he even had to remove. Some of it he had to go backwards. At the end of the day, I'm not saying Jay-Z's guilty because that needs to be decided in a jury.
Hey, yo, she could have fooled me. If you ain't saying Jay-Z guilty, then what the fuck is you saying? Because I ain't heard you say nothing positive about the man yet.
I am saying that Jay-Z's motion to dismiss will most likely, in my opinion, not be granted because you are trying to turn a motion to dismiss into the discovery phase. The discovery phase is when you go into evidence. It's premature. I don't care what anyone says. You can put anything you want in front of the court. We see that from all of Jay-Z's motions. But what actually stands legally? Two different things. And I'm trying to say that Jay-Z's motions right now are threadbare. He will have to go to court and he will have to answer to this 100%.
Damn.
But let's get into this other mess. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull this up.
No, hell no.
Free in the app by 218 when you switch to TurboTax.
She ain't even read that paperwork on Ariel Mitchell. And how she been lying on Diddy for months. No, she'll never read that shit. She'll never read that. She a Buzby. She worked for Buzby. I think in this video he gonna call her.
All right, now this is crazy because he now wants a new motion to dismiss. Now the funny thing is for everybody saying, yeah, because that girl don't got any proof. 90% of Jay-Z's motion to dismiss, like Diddy's motions to dismiss, are basically saying that everything expired. This isn't
now,
applicable law.
See the podcast, man. Make sure y'all tap in, man.
He took it a step back. And he is not really challenging the facts of the case.
Man.
He's saying that she filed too late. She's saying that the Gender Motivated Violence Act doesn't apply. He's saying that it wasn't done in New York. This should be moved to Jersey.
So what he did was he added merit to the law to what he filed. Basically, the first motion he filed, it just was attacking the credibility. It didn't have any merit to it. So that's all he did. But she making it seem like he took an L. Or it's him giving up. This him showing his weakness. But it's not. This her fucking line. Like, she funny as shit.
Even though I will argue that Jersey has better, stricter acts for this, and the timeline is more lenient. So you're basically trying to move it to Jersey, but guess what? You're trying to move it to Jersey, but guess what? If you do move it to Jersey, yeah, if you do move it to Jersey, if you do move it, if you do, sorry,
somebody
if
call
you do move it to Jersey, you're going to be in even deeper trouble. And the gender motivated violence act that they're arguing against in Jersey, that it's not as cut and dry. So in New York, you might, because there was one judge with those two brothers that they were billionaires' kids, and the family was letting them allegedly run amok and do all these horrible things. And they said a lot of victims couldn't sue because of the gender motivated violence act does not apply. Jay-Z's lawyer is arguing that judge's ruling, even though other judges have said it 100% applies. But even then, if you take it to Jersey, what are you going to do? But let's get into the bulk of this, because it's ridiculous. So it says, I'm a partner at Quinn Emanuel Upper and Sullivan. It's, if called as a witness, I could and would testify confidently to the information contained herein. Okay, so Alex Burrell, once again, is declaring he is very well respected. One of the best, if not the best lawyer in New York and LA. He is bi-coastal. Again, we can say what we want, but Jay-Z is getting the best defense that money can truly buy.
That's the first positive that she said about
it. The facts there to support Jay-Z's defense. Interesting enough, too, I've made this point a bunch of times, and I will continue to make it. Tell me how that Alex has made a declaration. Everybody's made a declaration. The only person that hasn't made a declaration is actually Jay-Z. Jay-Z, why can't you make a declaration that you've never been in the nudie pants with your business associate, Diddy? Why can't you make a declaration that you've never partied or hung out with your business associate, Jay-Z? Now, Diddy. Now, I'm not in the music industry, and I don't know billionaire record moguls. I just know, just being a regular person, have you ever been in the nudie pants with your coworker?
She is not a regular person. She says that a lot. She is not a regular person, y'all. She working for somebody. I don't know who. I don't know if it's but I don't know who the fuck she worked for. But she is not me or some of these other people on YouTube.
Workers? Have you ever been in the nudie pants with your coworkers and there be like two other women in the room and one of them is pinned under you? Again, if Jay-Z is saying they're not friends, they're just associates and there was no closeness, well, then it should be very easy for you to sign a declaration saying that you weren't in the nudie pants. I'm just saying. All right? Jay-Z is yet to file that declaration. They said attached hereto as Exhibit 1 is a true and correct copy of a list of New York City Automated Register Systems, ACRIS, search results for the deed and other conveyance documents listing Sean Combs as a party, as well as a true and correct copy of a photograph showing the entrance to the property on 813 Park Avenue. We're going to get into that in a second. Don't worry. Don't worry about that, you guys. It is, and I'm going to show you those pictures. But again, this is nothing but Jay-Z's saving face. Because at the end of the day, the house doesn't have to be owned by Diddy. And you know it doesn't have to be owned by Diddy. The house does not have to be owned by Diddy. And you know it doesn't have to be owned by Diddy. So why is it's like me saying, yo, he was wearing a red shirt. And instead of, he was wearing a red shirt when I saw him rob the bank. And instead of arguing about whether they robbed the bank or not, we are arguing about whether this shirt is maroon.
Because that go into credibility. Motherfuckers lose cases because of that. You said he was wearing a red shirt. This video footage said he got on a green shirt. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, she tries to explain everything, but it's always against Diddy. It's always against Jay-Z. Like, yo, the work that she doing over there, it should be a fucking crime, y'all. Literally, it should be a crime.
Whether it was pastel pink, whether it was purple, whether it was eggplant, it really doesn't matter what we are saying.
Oh,
it doesn't matter what we are saying, all that matters is the fact that it is what they're saying it is, that you actually robbed the bank. Okay, let me just pull up this
What
motion.
the fuck? That
really
sounds
quick.
crazy.
What is this motion? Hold on, y'all. Letter, motion to dismiss. Okay, we have that. Hold on one second. I'm just pulling this
I
up.
don't know. Matter of fact, let's check that
So I
out.
can get
Get off right, because she's funny as shit. I wanted to check out this other ASAP Rocky trial. The guy got on the stand. I didn't get a chance to watch it. You know, yo, the dude is lying. I think we already seen that. But him, I wanted to see his testimony. Because Raleigh supposed to call him. Remember on the last live, we found out that Raleigh was trying to market. He tried to gain clout off the fact that he was testifying on ASAP Rocky.
Oil change time, Candace. Remember
man,
when
I
your
was right here the
boyfriend
whole
said
time.
he knew a guy who
Oh,
knew a
all
guy
right. Niggas wasn't feeling that. I just like laughing at her, yo, because how so one-sided she is. Like, I don't like her content, but I do get a good laugh out of it. Because she really be over that bitch trying to convince people these lies that she's selling. Like, it's really dirty work.
Just raise your right hand for us. Thank you.
I was eating though, y'all. Had to eat.
Okay. This having state that the testimony you may give in the cause not pending for this court to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Hey, Nico, cut it out.
Witness stand. Please state and spell your name for the record.
Wally said Jenny, W-A-L-L-Y-S-A-J-I-M-I.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Mr. State. What do you do for a living?
I run a technology software agency where we build website software for clients, musicians, creatives, brands, direct-to-consumer brands, yeah.
And have you done work in that capacity for Rocky?
Yes.
Okay. Have you also, and by the way, do you work for Rocky?
No, I have my own business.
Okay. So you do consulting work?
Yes, consulting.
Did an individual that you know as Relly also ask you to do work for him?
Yes.
Okay.
Who?
And same capacity as a consultant?
Correct.
All right. Now, do you have any, let's get this out of the way. Do you have any personal knowledge of the facts of this case?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Nico terrible, man.
After Rocky's arrest in this case, and better say your friend Rocky, right?
Yes.
After Rocky's arrest in this case, did Relly ask you to do anything for him?
Yes, he did.
What did he ask you to do?
A number of things, but he really wanted to boost his social media presence. With certain articles.
Yo, I swear, yo, this is crazy. Yo, he tried to gain clout off of being a snitch on his friend. Like, yo, this guy's diabolical. I think he might be worse than Woody. Woody didn't even try this. Like, this is different. Nico, stop it. It is dangerous, G-man. That shit wrong, too.
TMZ, Rolling Stone, High Society, Complex, so on and so on.
So,
that shit wrong with you, man.
Contacted you and asked you to promote these articles for his social media presence.
Yes, for his further, to boost his social media as well, yeah.
And that was articles about this case?
Correct.
Okay. When did, refer to Relly as the purpose of this conversation, when did Relly, that's how you know, by the way, right? When did Relly last call you?
Just last week on my birthday when I was in Paris. Thursday,
the January 30th?
Yeah, around 9 p.m. in Paris, so if I do the math, it's probably 12 noon here.
Yeah. And have you been following this case?
Yeah, I've been watching it.
Okay. And on that day, on that Thursday, did you see anything particular about this case on Thursday when you watched?
Yeah, just my name being brought up against lies, fabrications, not the truth. So,
well, what in particular did you hear? Who did you hear from?
Relly specifically.
What did you say?
Recordings were fake. Recordings were not him.
Oh, so this the guy. So this the guy that recorded Rally. Okay. Yo, stupid as fuck, man. Like, yo, why would you reach out to guys that you know associate themselves with Rocky? Knowing Rocky got the bag. Knowing, well, you should have known that their allegiance would be with ASAP Rocky. He reached out to these guys and they recorded his dumb ass.
I'm a pretty private person, so when people lie on my name, it kind of gets me upset. So, yeah.
Okay. Now, did you really send any articles about this case in the last 6 months?
Yes.
And on October 17th of 2024, did you send an article about Judge Arnold?
Yes.
On December 24th, 2024, did you send the Daily Mail article entitled "The Atmosphere's Heartbreaking Consequence of ASAP Rocky's Trial with Smiley Face"?
The relevance of these questions about specific.
Did we ask that? December 27th, 2024, did Relly send you an article?
DJ Brig Gang, what it is?
The Atmosphere's Heartbreaking Consequence of ASAP Rocky's Trial with the smiley face next to it.
Yes.
Speaking of today, so where are you coming from?
Paris, France.
Okay. And what were you doing in Paris, France?
Grabbing meetings, doing business deals, trying to invest in this new tech startup.
Okay. So you're there for work?
Yes.
You don't live there?
No.
Okay. You live where?
New Jersey.
When did you get here in Los Angeles, sir?
Last night late.
Okay. And why did you come here?
Really clear my name, tell the truth. Again, I just hated seeing my name tied to, lies and untruthful words.
And did it concern you as far as your professional reputation that this guy was accusing you of doctoring and making up recordings?
Yes.
Would you ever do that?
No, never. I'm not there yet with the technology, I would say. So yeah.
But even if you were there, would you do that?
No, I would never. It's not honest, right? Yeah.
Did you make recordings of conversations with Ralo?
Yes.
How many recordings did you make?
2. Now, in 2022, I believe the dates were, I forget the April date, but mid-April.
Yo, what the fuck? So he recorded him in 2022, and Relly was still calling him up till 2 weeks ago. Yo, get the fuck out of here, man.
15-ish. Yeah.
And you said that's based on the recollection, right?
Yeah.
It ain't never dawned on yo, like, man, how you fuck around me recording me?
Yeah.
Okay. And then August of 2022, right?
Yes.
Okay. And those were the 2 conversations you recorded?
Yes.
Okay. Did you give those recordings to Rocky?
Yes.
Okay. And first of all, why did you give them to Rocky?
I think it was just conversations he needed to hear.
And why do you think he needed to hear them?
Because they're about him, and a lot of it seemed just suspicious, talking about monetary things.
And when did you send them to Rocky?
As soon as I finished the conversation.
They set his ass up.
When you sent those recordings, did one of the 2 recordings, you have to split one of them into 2 files because of the size?
Yeah.
Damn.
Can't really send certain data, or if the file size is too big, you gotta cut it down to send it.
So how did you get here today?
I took a plane, commercial plane.
Last night?
Yes.
From Paris?
Yes.
And are you going back later today?
Yeah, a few hours.
So that's
Yeah, that nigga okay, well, we from Paris to testify.
Yeah.
You got some money.
Your ticket?
Damien Branderson.
Damien Branderson, that's Rocky's entertainment.
Entertainment lawyer, yeah.
And that means Rocky part paid the cost of your ticket, correct?
Possibly.
Yeah. And did you meet us, myself, the CEO, who's happened, and people in the United States, Tony, us for the first time ever this morning?
Prior to this, no.
No. When
This morning, yes.
This
morning, yes.
was the first time you ever met any of us?
Correct.
Okay. Did we ever speak before this morning?
No.
Okay. This morning, did we play recordings?
Correct. Yes.
And what were those recordings?
They were the recordings that I took.
And let's step back for a second. You mentioned dating Grants and Rocky's entertainment attorney. What was the first time you ever heard from him?
Just recently while I was watching the tapes.
Was it when this individual really was testifying about your document tapes?
Correct. He wasn't the only one contacting me about just a lot of things.
Okay. Was when he called you drunk?
You want some water? Oh, you have one. You have enough in there? You're okay? Sure?
The airheads, I think, is going through the allergies. That's one of your settings.
Yeah.
I didn't have that.
You want to, you okay? You want to go in the back and get rid of the cough? No, we've got
Oh, we got cough now, too.
Go ahead, just want to go in the back and get rid of the call.
Prosecution, any defense?
Odds are better.
I have a cough up. Thank you so much. Appreciate that water as well.
It took
I took a lot of medication as well.
a nice little break for the call.
Okay, sure. I was concerned. This is Jenny. So you said Mr. Grant's dating Roger's entertainment order for the first time on Thursday.
Correct.
After what you saw on TV occurred in this case.
Correct.
The past few days, you were accused of making a false statement.
Correct.
Before that, have you heard of anyone from Rocky's defense team?
No.
Okay. And no one ever told you to be intended on quote, correct?
No.
But then you saw on television, you were accused of doctoring up tapes, correct?
Correct. I am.
Not objecting on any leading question, but I'm just asking. Yes, right, it's leading, same. A little less, I'll try not to.
So, the recordings, I think I asked this, I'm not sure before we broke. Did we play for you the recordings this morning?
Correct.
Yes, okay. And what were those two recordings?
Conversations with Brother and I.
Okay. The May 2022 television audited. And
If y'all can remember, y'all, Relly tried to act like Relly got caught saying that he did talk to this dude. First, he tried to act like he didn't talk to him. So then the defense attorney like, well, so did you talk to him or not? I mean, yeah, but I didn't say that. Like, yo, Relly's a fucking dumbass.
In New Jersey, my apartment.
Okay, and did Relly say where he was?
In New York.
And I'm going to show you the three recordings. To show you the screen, the three. Just by the way, like I said, I'm going to show you the three recordings. Did you videotape the recordings?
Yes.
Okay. So you audio recorded the recordings, but you videotaped.
Yeah, I believe video is just better than capitalize on or just capture everything. Okay. Your video with audio. It's hard to falsify, I guess.
Hit that like button, get to 100 likes, y'all.
So, we'll show you. We'll show you.
Just the next exhibit?
Yeah, sure.
Q's and Queen. Is there a transcript?
Hope you can hear it this time. You couldn't hear this shit last time.
Three, but one of them is a combination. It's a split. A split. I just want to make sure it's clear. We're only talking about two recordings. Yes. Is there a transcript of the first?
Yeah, sure. Well, I'm just identifying the first one. I just want to make sure we
King
identify.
J. It is Pippin.
So take a look at that one. You recognize that?
Yes.
And what do you recognize that to be?
It's my recording of my conversation with Brother and I.
The first one for May of 2022.
Correct.
Okay. That is, we have marked as exhibit Q. All right. I'm going to show you another one, another video screenshot.
Yes, same exact thing. Conversation with him and I.
And that is that one for both.
Correct.
makes you know that that's one that you had with Ralo from looking at it?
I want to save people's number. Usually put your entire government name and your nickname as well, so I can remember.
That's what you have on that screen there?
Correct.
Okay. That would be, what is that? That's R. Okay. That's all you're doing.
We keep doing that shit.
All right, if you're marking that now, are you going to play Q?
Said it's on it. Yes.
All right. The part that you're going to play of Q, the transcript of that should be R.
No, it ain't.
The August call should be S and Sam.
Okay.
Try.
And that's the same call that the calls are spinning to identify voices. Okay? That's the way we do it. So listen to the recordings of voices.
Hope we can hear it this time, man. Couldn't hear it last time.
First, second, and third.
Yes, myself and
Man, he still can't hear the shit. Wanna know what the fuck was said, man.
That's the first one. This is the second one. Go ahead.
yes, that's the second one. Same thing.
Alrighty.
Yeah, same thing.
I heard him say you feel me.
Identifying myself and throughout the conversation.
Okay. Play all three. So you're going to identify all three of those names that we've identified as.
It takes QS.
Remember, Relly
That's QSQ. You've identified all three.
Relly tried to say that wasn't his voice.
And save or I just wanted to protect myself.
And we kept calling you numerous times. Why did you feel? Did anyone ask you to make these recordings, by the way?
No, I did it myself.
Why did you do it?
To protect myself and just document our conversations because he kept calling me numerous times, so I kind of felt unsafe or I just wanted to protect myself.
And we kept calling you numerous times. Why did you feel the need to record?
So in California, you can record people without their knowledge
Weird.
or consent.
To be honest. I just felt
Well,
uncomfortable.
conversations anyway.
Because you were not involved in this incident, correct?
No, I was just, I was not involved at all. I just wanted to really just mediate the situation, honestly.
Because you were friends with both.
Correct.
You didn't take a side, did you? No.
It's leading to his consent.
Okay. Were you friends with both of them?
Yes.
Did you take a side?
No.
All right, now I'm going to play you use this here in the recordings. Again, these are questions that were asked.
Which are you going to play QS or U?
Why now put it on the big screen?
Yes. I'm going to play QS or U first.
Yeah, you ain't lying. But they got his ass. That's just, they got his line ass.
S first, Your Honor. And again, these are short snippets.
Alright. So he is gonna play it. Alright, he is gonna play it, y'all.
You have an extra for Mr. G? Sure, yeah.
This Doug's up there is acting stupid.
So we're going to play a snippet from that snippet.
This is S.
S. And again, by the way,
No, play the shit.
who called who? Is who calls?
He called.
The later call, correct?
Depends on the jury, yo. If I was on the jury, I would say not guilty. But it depends on their walks of life. I can see he lying, because I know how this shit go. I really think, and this I was before I didn't think this, but I really think ASAP Rocky used the prop gun just because he knew he was dealing with a fake tough person. Really want to play tough, so he knew he was gonna play tough. But that's his friend. He didn't want to hurt him, So we just gonna bring the fake gun just in case he crack slick, try to put some fear in him, and that's what he did. But really, not knowing, thinking that the gun was real, staged it with the fucking fake with the bullets. That's what he did, and I didn't believe that at first because I'm like, why I can't see you with a fake gun? But after listening to Relly's testimony and how inconsistent he is, I'm like, yo, it had to have been fake. It had to have been fake.
Yo, what's good, nigga? What's going on? Shit, man, what you got? Crib. What you want? Shit, man. I just hopped on the computer and shit. I was gonna submit the links and shit. You know which links you want to do, or you want me to just pick them shits? Yeah, this shit, son. It's probably the one from Rolling Stone, all those other publications. Just pick the top ones, probably, right? Like TMZ, Rolling Stone shit.
Yo.
And then when I get it, I'm gonna throw the side. Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna just try to get that shit going for me.
He wanted him to boost the numbers on the articles that said that he was testifying on Rocky. What type of diabolical stuff is that? Like, seriously? This is somebody that you knew for 19 years? Yo, this is crazy. You really try to market off of it, gain clout off of it. But he raved for right on his face.
Okay. That was yourself and Mr. Efron? Yes. Okay. Who's the one that was saying Rolling Stone? Yeah. Terrel. And you respond saying just pick the top one, something to that effect. Yes. And then after asking you to promote these articles on social media regarding this case, did he say he was gonna throw you?
It is, though.
Yes. Yes.
That's
when it
wild.
came time to take things to the next level,
I think he worse than Woody, even though Woody did a whole bunch more telling. But just how he went about it, this is crazy. Like, clout is killing the world, man. Who'd ever thought that you wanted clout for being a rat? For testifying on one of your day one homeboys? Like, I would have never thought in a million years a person would want clout for that. You should be ashamed of the whole situation.
When I get it, I'm going to tell you something.
He do look like you a little bit.
Yes. Where did you take that from me? I'm not sure. Maybe whenever he gets some type of money.
I'm going to call speculation. Motion to strike. Speculation. Sustain. Okay.
I guess we're going to find out the second.
It's from SLC.
Yo, I said A3. I said if Rocky beat this, Relly is going to look horrible. Like, Relly better hope he get found guilty, because if he beat this, oh my God, yo, he ain't going to have a friend in the world. He ain't going to have a friend in the world, man. He shouldn't have no friends now, for real.
Same exhibit, same transcript. Is there a page which is directed? Page 10. Page 10? Page 10. You can flip to page 10.
Does the jury have it?
That's wrong.
25 seconds.
All right. Listen to this, please. Go ahead.
Like, who gets cool after somebody firing on you 5 times, bro?
Is that Ron saying who gets school if someone firing on you 5 times?
Yes. I think this is who gives school.
Well, he only shot twice.
Okay. Who gives school?
That's what the transcript.
Whatever it is. The part I was really focused on was the someone firing on you 5 times. He said that? Yeah. Okay, let's go on to the next one, which is different exhibit.
He's trying to prove that he's a liar. And to be honest, that been the defense theory the whole time. Like, I didn't like this defense attorney at first. I still don't kind of like him, but he diminished really credibility to 0, to nothing. Like, this man is not credible. And that seemed like that been his whole focus. Like, it don't even matter what happened. It's to a point that whatever Rally say ain't true. You understand what I'm saying? He could say it was a fight and people wouldn't believe it because his credibility is shot. He done lied too many times. What's up, Charlene? Like I said, yo, if I was on the jury, I would say not guilty. But, you know, he got an all-white jury. They might not understand the dynamics like we understand. You know, they might just say, well, you shot at him. But I don't think it was real. I don't.
This is still August 27th. No, this is, I think, May 26th. You explained August. That was right.
Yeah, because, you know the rule. You know, the rule is you believe all or nothing. You can't pick and choose what to believe. You believe all or nothing.
Everybody have one? Can I have one? Do we have one?
Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you new. Oh. He said something about extortion.
Extortion, feel me? Oh, you know what I'm saying? You guys go back without a lawyer versus court extortion, feel me?
Oh shit.
You're gonna do everything accordingly, or it's gonna catch up with you.
Hey yo, crazy.
You make up those words. You know, you spoof his voice.
Yo, that's fucked up, yo. See, I told y'all, yo. Yo, rallies and woodies are dangerous. Yo, get them guys from around you, man. Shorty is dangerous. I just don't understand, right? I don't get how you can be around somebody for that many years. Yeah, I don't get how you can be around somebody for that many years and don't like them. Because that's obviously what was going on. He didn't like him. He didn't fuck with him. He was jealous of him. And the sad thing about it, even though Relly did a lot of lying, I mean, not Relly, Rocky probably did a lot of lying. Yo! Stop doing that. Every time I talk, you do that. Even though Rocky probably did a lot of lying to him, yo, this ain't the way to go about it, yo. Like, you willing to send your man to prison for possibly 24 years to get his money? That's deep, y'all. That's deep. That's next level. I ain't never disliked nobody that much, especially not somebody that I thought I called my friend. You feel me? Like, if me and my friends went through some shit like that, it's either we're gonna go to war about it or I'm just gonna cut them off. But send him to prison for 24 years? No, I ain't doing that. I ain't sending him to prison for 24 years. Prison ain't no place for no man, man. For nobody, for a human being. They treat you like next to nothing. And it seemed like that's what he want. His dislike for Rocky was so deep that he don't even care. They'll probably know that man mother and everything. They'll probably know that man mother, his cousins, his you know, they've been together for not been together, but they've been friends for 19 years. But it looked like a large percentage of that time, he was envious of the dude. He was envious of him. But you let him tell it, Riley was envious of him. And it could have been a little bit of both. But from what I'm saying, we ain't heard Riley's side of the story. But from what I'm saying, based off his actions, he didn't like Riley. He didn't like him. He wanted his spot. It's a lot of people like that, They think they should be they think they should have been the one to blow up. They should have been the one with the money. And it's crazy, and the crazy thing about it, they just don't want you to have it. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck if anybody else got it, but they don't want you to have it. That's fucked up, y'all. If that's how you feel, stay the fuck away from me. I don't want nothing like that around me, y'all, cause that's what sinks ships. Motherfuckers like Woody, Relly, they'll sink your whole ship. Everything that you got going for yourself. All you gotta do is tell them no one time. That's it. You tell a person no one time and they think you got it, it shows you their true colors. Hey, for real, they do. They treat you horrible in prison, man. You'll want your friend there. That shit crazy. Yo, but I appreciate everybody as always to tap in. If y'all can't support the platform, Cash App at the bottom, support the movement. We independent over here. Like really independent. Not that shit Sister Terrel's be talking about. Talking about she just a regular person. Fuck out of here, that girl lying. Yo, and if you ain't check out that video I did on Ralo, make sure y'all check that out. Check out some other uploads that I did last couple days. Appreciate y'all. Heart Mo, G-Man, Charlene 3, J-Rock, Edward, King J, DJ Bread Gang. Yeah, man, Ball Out. YJ, No Love. Snub there, keep it as used. Polo P, Hell Rel, Robert Banfield, my guy. My man John Hugh. Make sure I don't forget nobody. So another day, keep it your news. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. If you're new, hit that like button on the way out. And I'm out. You heard me.